Welcome to The Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to jump into today's topic because right now we are in the middle of a massive structural revolution in computing architecture. We are not just talking about a minor software update or, a slightly faster chip. We're talking about a fundamental shift in how hardware actually operates, and it's being driven by the move from general computing to something known as Agentic AI. Really, if you want to understand exactly where the entire tech industry is heading over the next 10 years, you have to look at the hardware being built right now to support it.
To set the stage, just look at this quote from the recent ARM CEO keynote. Agents beget agents that beget agents. I mean, really think about that for a second. It's a completely new paradigm. We're moving away from a world where computers literally just sit there waiting for us to click a button to a reality where AI workloads are continuously running, communicating, and spawning entirely new tasks completely in the background. It is a fascinating shift, and it completely changes what we actually need our computers to do.
All right, let's just dive right in. Here's our structural roadmap for today. We're going to cover 1. The Agentic AI Era. 2. Why agents demand CPUs. 3. Solving the power crisis. 4. Reinventing the personal computer. And finally, 5. Taiwan, the ecosystem engine.
Okay, Section 1. The Agentic AI Era. Let's really clearly contrast where AI has been with where it's rapidly heading today.
For the past couple of years, we've essentially been living in the era of traditional generative AI, which mostly means chatbots. You type a prompt, you get a response. Right? It's a very manual, one-click prompt and response loop. But agentic AI is an entirely different beast. Agents don't sleep, they feature continuous background orchestration, they plan out complex multi-step tasks, and they actively use tools to solve problems for minutes, hours, or even days at a time without us interfering. And the growth here is just staggering. The source material highlights agentic platforms like OpenClaw that are seeing an absolute parabolic explosion in growth compared to standard applications. We're talking about a completely different compute pattern here, one that relies on heavy, sustained, and highly organized background thinking.
Which brings us to Section 2, why agents demand CPUs. Because this new era of background AI creates a very specific, and actually somewhat surprising, hardware bottleneck.
So the crucial point is understanding this specific dynamic. We hear a lot about GPUs, right? And GPUs are amazing. You can basically think of them as token factories. Their whole purpose is to generate the raw AI output, crunching the inference as fast as physically possible. But here's the catch. When agents are busy spawning other agents, managing short and long-term memory, indexing data, and orchestrating these huge complex plans, you need a manager. And that manager is the CPU. All of those millions of tokens generated by the GPU factory have to be distributed, managed, and delivered to their proper destination. That highly complex routing and logic is a workload that uniquely demands immense CPU power.
And that dynamic brings us to this massive industry metric, 4x. Because agents beget agents, the industry is looking at a future that requires at least 4 times the number of CPU cores in the data center. Honestly, some estimates are even pushing 8x or 10x. The sheer volume of tokens that need orchestrating is pushing the total addressable market for CPUs over the next 5 years well north of $120 billion. The demand for compute is going absolutely vertical.
Section 3. Solving the power crisis. Obviously, this brings up a massive physical roadblock. Think about it. If we need 4x the cores to manage all these agents, we can't just plug in and use 4x the electricity. The power grid literally cannot handle it. This is where the underlying chip architecture becomes absolutely critical. Take a look at this comparison between the new ARM AGI CPU and comparable traditional x86 systems. Remember, ARM's architecture was originally designed to run on battery-powered mobile phones. Now, that extreme focus on energy efficiency is perfectly solving the extreme performance density we need for modern data centers. With this architecture, you get 2x the performance per server rack within the exact same power envelope. Or, to flip it around, you get the exact same performance for half the power. Whether you're dealing with an air-cooled rack with 8,000 cores or a liquid-cooled rack packed with 45,000 cores, that insane efficiency is literally the only way to scale the AI revolution without melting the power grid.
Let's look at what this means in the real world. Google recently announced their new Axion chip for their data centers, which uses ARM architecture, and they're achieving 60% less power usage for the exact same performance. When you consider that new 5-gigawatt AI data centers are being built right now, the capital costs are just astronomical. Power efficiency is the single most important metric in the industry today, full stop.
For a 10 gigawatt capacity build-out, utilizing this hyper-efficient architecture yields potential energy savings of up to $10 billion. $10 billion! That is a staggering number, and it perfectly illustrates why the entire cloud ecosystem is shifting gears so incredibly fast. Moving on to Section 4, reinventing the personal computer. We've talked a lot about the cloud, but let's bring this massive shift all the way down to your desk.
We're moving completely away from a cloud-only mindset. Just imagine local agentic AI running right on your own machine. Your PC effectively becomes an agent that's continuously running in the background even when you aren't touching the keyboard. You don't have to worry about metering or paying per token API costs because it's all running locally. It uses high single-threaded CPU performance to manage those background tasks alongside a powerful GPU to crank out the tokens. You could literally be offline on a flight and your PC is still churning away, writing codes, summarizing massive documents, or organizing your files for you.
And the sheer technical breakthrough making this possible is just so cool. Take the newly announced NVIDIA RTX Spark laptop platform. It features a custom ARM-based CPU with 20 cores, and that is just to handle the agent orchestration. But the real magic here is a new compression format called MVFP4. This tech essentially compresses massive, highly intelligent large language models so tightly that you can somehow fit a 100 billion parameter open model directly into 128 gigabytes of local system memory. It's a frontier-level AI model, running instantly, locally, and continuously right on your laptop.
So what are these local agents actually going to do for us? I absolutely love this quote from NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang. He says agents know exactly how to use the tools because it's read a skills file, it's essentially read the manual of that tool. You know, there's this big myth out there that AI is going to kill software. The exact opposite is happening. Agents are going to act as extreme power users on our behalf. Think about it. Most of us probably only know maybe 10% of what Adobe Premiere or Photoshop can actually do, but an AI agent, it has read the entire manual. It knows the command line interface, the APIs, and literally every hidden feature. You're just going to tell your PC what you want, and your local agent will autonomously drive these incredibly complex software tools at lightning speed to get it done.
Finally, Section 5, Taiwan, the ecosystem engine. Because to really grasp this explainer, we have to look at how this stuff actually gets built.
You can design the best chip architecture in the world on a whiteboard, but you have to physically build it. And bringing this hardware to life relies on a decades-long global partnership. Look at this timeline. Back in 1993, the very first ARM test chip was designed and tested in Taiwan. Flash forward to 2008, and that exact ecosystem in Taiwan launched the mobile and smartphone revolution, creating the low-power paradigm we're relying on today. And today, 100% of ARM server CPUs, the very chips scaling this entire AI revolution, are built in Taiwan. Over 250 billion total chips have been manufactured there through partnerships with foundries like TSMC and system builders. Taiwan is the absolute, indispensable engine of this entire AI hardware boom.
Which leaves us with this final, honestly mind-bending thought. For the last 40 years, the size of the computer industry was strictly limited by the number of human beings physically sitting there using computers. The cap was roughly 1 billion human power users. But we have just seen the shift. We are officially entering an era where tens of billions of autonomous agents, sub-agents, and robots will be using computers 24/7 in the background. So I leave you with this to ponder. How exponentially large does the computer industry actually become when humans are no longer the primary users of computers? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I will catch you on the next one.